Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. And just a quick reminder, in case some of you are unaware, it's definitely something that is affecting the subscription box world. For the past 6 years, I have been really lucky in terms of getting to review a lot of international boxes. They're often some of my favorite, whether they are sent to me for review as PR or I have been a subscriber and purchased them myself. But you might not know that as of August 29th, they did away with the de minimis customs sort of exemption where items coming in under $800 did not have to pay an extra customs or duty fee. So now a lot of boxes are finding that their things that they're shipping to the US are just going to cost a lot more on both ends. There's a lot of uncertainty. Some boxes have decided to pause on their shipping to the US altogether. Some are finding ways around it and calculating and passing, yes, some of the cost on to subscribers. Some of them are absorbing a lot of it on their own. So we're just gonna have to see how that all plays out. I have not heard yet from Louise of Quaintly & Company that was kind enough to send this Love British Lifestyle box to me for review. Now this is the August box and I got it well before the end of the de minimis exemption. So I don't know if I will be getting this box in the future or if it's going to change. I haven't heard from her. Like I said, I haven't seen any updates on the website, although she is currently actively advertising the September box. And most of the subscribers, I think, of these lovely British boxes that she sends out, there's a couple different subscriptions besides this one, are US customers. So we're gonna have to see what it's like. I know some boxes have worked it out where it's a really minimal additional fee of like $3 or $4, which is something that I am definitely willing to pay. But if it is going to be like a full 15% or vary from box to box, that might be something that's causing a little bit more uncertainty on both ends. So we're just gonna have to see how it goes. If I get any updates before this posts, because I am of course pre-taping it, I will put those in the description box for you below, but let's enjoy what we've got here. She did also say that she was sending me the Jane box for Jane Austen's 250th birthday, but I never actually got the shipping notification. Usually I get a lot of shipping notifications and I get to watch the whole process from Royal Mail and as it gets passed off to the mail carriers here in the US, but I didn't ever see that box appear. I think it was always this one that I was watching. And I haven't seen anything about a September box yet because I am filming this right at the very end of August. So we'll just have to wait and see, but fingers crossed, because like I said, a lot of my favorite boxes over the years have been international boxes because I understand the idea about buying locally and buying within our country, but I also love the luxury and cultural experience and just the fun of getting things from abroad. So let me know if you have any favorite international boxes that you're kind of keeping your eye on in the comments below. This Love British Lifestyle box, as of right now, is $55 plus $11.99 in shipping. That is in US dollars. Again, I do not know if there is an additional customs tax on top of that right now or duty tax. I do have a code that works on all of the Quaintly & Company boxes. It's Noel10. That should save you $10. Some of you really love this box just because it is fun in terms of getting to explore different parts of Britain. Some of you sometimes find it a little bit souvenir-y. I do enjoy it. I think it's a great addition to the channel, so I hope that we get to keep seeing it a little bit more. All right, let's open it up. Inside, we do have the little like brochure booklet, like little mini magazine that's kind of fun. Love British Lifestyle Across the Seas was the theme for August. So just gorgeous images that she puts together. It says, from every hill, beach and field, Britain tells its story softly. In the whisper of the wind over moors, the crash of waves on distant shores, and the quiet footsteps through its timeless villages. You only have to stop and listen. So we have Northern Charm, Southern Comforts, just, you know, it's like a little travel mag, the Eastern Quiet and the Western Wilds. And then let's see, what else do we have? Island Gems, and then, you know, Through the Isles. Really nice formatting. The Eastern Quiet, and then of course Plan Your Escape. It's like a very much like a travel brochure. I'm kind of surprised she doesn't have like a I mean, this is kind of a travel box, but I feel like she should be a travel agent as well, because it definitely makes you want to visit. So here we have just, you know, view of England, of Britain. And then on the back, we have our product list. Quite a few items, as you can see. There's always a couple of snacks in there and some tea, which of course I love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items this time around. So I do feel like you get your money's worth. Again, don't know if there's going to be any additional tax, but I do feel like you're getting your $55 plus $12 in shipping worth. Sometimes not like a ton over that. It's not necessarily a value box, especially with the international boxes. I usually feel like they're more of like the experience of it, the joy of getting to have something that you might not be able to get here in the States. And even less so now. So let me go ahead and open it up. I opened up the paper, and you can't really get much of a sneak peek here. I'm going to open things pretty carefully because as far as I know, I'm still going to be doing some photographs for this box. I'm a little bit behind on my schedule because, as some of you also know, I've been having some fun home projects going on. So this is... oh, a tea towel. Now I will tell you this little tea towel is a little stiff. Feels like it needs a little washing. It does have some branding on it. It says Big Country. It is just printed on one side. I usually like it when it's a woven design a little bit more. So let's see. And then it does say the Highlands and then the flower of Scotland. So I'm trying not to unfold it all the way, but this is what it says on one side. I guess that's up in the sky for the Big Country. And then it's got, oh, well, here's the good image. They actually have the image right here on the back. Let me see if I can fold that back in. So you can actually kind of see it, but I wanted you to see the nice vivid color. It is a pretty print. I'm not usually a huge fan. It does usually feel a little bit souvenir-y to me when it has the place name on it, even though it's just the Highlands. It makes it feel more like an art print somehow than necessarily like a tea towel. But if it was just this floral, that would be lovely. I just didn't necessarily need it to say the Highlands on it. But British color printed tea towel, value of, oh, 18 pounds. We've got pounds on there instead of dollars. That's different. It says this vibrant tea towel carries the scenic charm of Britain's landscapes, representing a colorful tribute to iconic landmarks that enrich any kitchen with cultural warmth and national pride. I wonder if that's a typo because usually she lists everything in dollars. So I'm going to guess it's in dollars, and it was just like a little, you know, she probably defaults to pounds and I default to dollars when I'm typing. So $18. I don't think it would be 18 pounds, but you never know. So it's somewhere in there. And then we have a nice properly smashed bag of crisps. These are like my nemesis because, like I said, I do take photos of this box, and it is always so hard to fluff up a bag of crisps. Like, it doesn't look so bad on camera here, but when you're looking at a still photo and it's all wrinkly, not the best. So prawn cocktail is definitely a favorite flavor in other countries beside the US. This is one of those things that you do not see at your local 7-Eleven. So it looks like these are proper prawn cocktail flavor lentil chips. All right, so I do like a lentil chip. So this has a value of $2. These baked lentil chips deliver the quintessential British prawn cocktail flavor in a bold, satisfying crunch that is vegan, gluten-free, and embodies the fun of classic seaside indulgence. That's kind of a summary thing. Let's see what else we've got. We have, oh, this is interesting, is it says, we've got this picture of England, and then we had our booklet that said that it was across the aisles, right? So we're getting a smattering of everything instead of just like, you know, the Lakes region or something. It seems like we've got all over Britain happening because she said north and south and east and west. And then at the very top on this little thing, it says you're cozy in the Cotswolds box. So that's another little typo. It's still written up there. This is not the Cotswolds box. My favorite boxes from this subscription are when she does focus on an individual region instead of doing the all over Britain situation. But all right, so we got a British color printed tea towel, and that one was from the Highlands of Scotland. And then we got our prawn cocktail flavor. And then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, this is interesting. I was just looking at what else it said. So, designed in Scotland. Okay. Then I've got, oh, just a little card. I'm not sure what that applies to, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Let's see, we have some tea. Like I said, we always get some tea because that's important. So Smuggler's Brew tea bags. Yep, made in Cornwall. Value of $4. This bold Cornish black tea blend brings the rugged spirit of Cornwall to your cup through its full-flavored profile and eco-friendly, biodegradable packaging that mirrors Britain's commitment to quality and conscience. So how many tea sachets do we have in here? 40! Wow, 40 tea bags. So, if you drink as much tea as the British do, I guess you need that many. I'm used to getting like 1 or 2 here and there, you know? All right, we do have something from the Cotswolds. This is the Cotswold Spa Bathing Company. It looks like some bath salts, luxury Epsom salts. Ta-da! So let me find that. Value of $8.50. Their finest range of Epsom salts in a single dissolvable pouch with a branded cotton gift bag. Plain and simple magnesium Epsom salts to aid sleeping, muscle recovery, mood, and general well-being. So enough for one nice bath or foot soak. All right, this is a random item. I'm going to tell you this is not one of my favorite items from this box. Her Ladyship's keys. It's just a wood sign turned into a keychain. I'm kind of over keychains. It's going to take a lot for a keychain to impress me from here on out, unless you want to send me a Labubu, and even that's not going to impress me much. So that's what it says. I guess if you are just an Anglophile and you want to have your key ring say Her Ladyship's keys. This has a value of $6. That does seem a little high to me, honestly. Made in Suffolk using sustainable wood. Jolly useful, chunky wooden key tag with a metal key ring. Beautifully crafted and finished in a classic Pharaoh and ball paint. All right. I don't know about that one. Sorry, guys. Don't know about that one. A little hair tie with a little pineapple sort of banner on it. Okay. Which, of course, is a symbol of hospitality. All right. And basically because, you know, it was hard to get pineapples back in Britain back in the day. But luckily they were off colonizing the world, so they discovered pineapples and they were able to bring them back. That is totally false history. I'm just joking around, you guys. All right, so here is our little hair tie. Let's see. It says stretch fabric. Oh, this is a bracelet. Stretch fabric bracelet with Celtic charm. This slender bracelet brings a touch of Celtic heritage to your wrist through a stretchy fabric band, adorned with a Celtic charm, marrying soft comfort with symbolic Scottish artistry. All right, so this pineapple, which I love pineapples, is apparently a Celtic charm, and this hair tie is this apparently a bracelet. I'm sorry, you can't tell me that's not a hair tie. Like, no. It's a pretty charm, and I could see doing something else with it, like maybe turning it into a necklace or something, or even putting it on a chain, or like a charm bracelet that's not a hair tie. But I feel like, to me, these two things have more value separately than mushed together into a bracelet with a charm on it. All right, let's see what else we've got. This looks like it's from their other box, London Pop. This is actually a nice tote. I used to collect totes until I realized that I had about 50 of them from different places, and there's really no need for 50 totes, but they are good to have in your suitcase or your purse because they pack so flat. This one is actually a really nice material. Sometimes they feel a little bit cheap. This one does not, and it also is very soft. I do like this like line drawing of the London skyline, and I do like that this bag is not just a flat bag, but it actually has some depth to it, width to it, like a foot, not structured, but enough to actually put some books into it and it not just be like that single seam there. So that is nice in terms of the construction and also the design. It does have the place name on it, so it is a bit touristy, but it is the kind of touristy tote bag that I would totally purchase myself. But again, this box is just not feeling very cohesive to me because we're just bopping all over Britain, right? And this does feel like maybe like a leftover from the London Pop box, which I do think is really fun. I just don't need that many things from London. So this box, this particular one, great for someone who's just a general Anglophile who already kind of knows a lot about the different regions, maybe wants to go on a month-long trip and really experience all of it, but it doesn't have the same charm and cohesiveness that the ones that focus on one region at a time do for me personally. So let's see, this is The London Skyline Design tote bag has a value of $22. That does seem a little bit high, but like I said, this is very good quality. I do like the design. I could see it being $22 in a nice gift shop. This tote bag showcases London's unmistakable skyline in an exclusive design that blends metropolitan sophistication with simple illustrative design, making it both a stylish and personal statement. All right, it's nice. I like it. Okay. And then we finally have a greeting card that says Tin Anil. I don't know. I'm sure it's in some Gaelic or some Welsh or some other language that I don't understand. It says yearn to mauinoel in the back. Needs the phonetic spelling for me, or phonetic pronunciation for me. Let's see. It says Summer Garden Tin Anil card. Welsh. Value of $4. Inspired by summer gardens, this greeting card in Welsh, which means you're amazing. Tin Anil. It captures the essence of Welsh countryside beauty with its floral motifs and artisanal charm, nodding to the verdant traditions of Welsh heritage. Well, I think the only Welsh person I know is Catherine Zeta-Jones and Andy Murray, maybe. Let's see. Okay. It's very pretty. It's a very, very nice design. I guess I have to hold on to this for my Welsh acquaintances that I don't have yet. Again, the box, it's just a smattering of all over. I feel like the booklet definitely helped in terms of giving this, it's across the aisles. You're going to get a little bit of everything, but it also just feels like a way to clear out her inventory, and maybe that's in part what it is, because she was anticipating this change in the customs or duty charges. So for me, not the best box. Sometimes this box knocks it out of the park. This is not one of those times. Some of the individual items are quite nice. Some of them seem a little bit just not my personal style, not the kinds of things that I would pick up in a souvenir shop. Some of them definitely feel a little souvenir-y. But let's go over it one more time real quick. Again, she sends this box to me. I really appreciate it. It's awesome sometimes. Individual items, great sometimes. Right now, there is some uncertainty, so we're just going to have to see where it goes. But I'll definitely have some favorites. I will say, and don't just take everything I say with a grain of salt. I usually say I don't like things that feel touristy and that have place names on them. But this is one of my favorite items. I do think it's a little bit highly priced, but it's one of my favorite items in this box. We also got this tea towel. Now in this case, I think this is lovely, a little stiff, but in this case, I didn't like that it had the place names on it. So again, I'm a fickle girl, right? I feel like somehow on a tote, it makes sense to have a place name. On a tea towel, not so much, but maybe that's my kitchen style. I'm not trying to, I'm recognizing, I'm being self-aware enough to know that I'm being a little bit contradictory here. The Epsom salts, I'm sure they're lovely. I'm just not a bath girl. The Celtic Charm bracelet, it has potential if you're feeling a little crafty and want to repurpose some things. This, for me, is the biggest disappointment in this particular box. Hey, the card, nice, but I have to find the right recipient for it. Tea, always appreciated. Snacks, always appreciated, even when it's a little bit of a weird flavor and a little bit crushed. Not my favorite box. Hopefully it's not our last from Love British Lifestyle. I'll try to keep you posted as much as I know. If you guys hear anything, if you're current subscribers, please let me know in the comments below. We're always honest here on this channel. We don't edit, so we just roll with the punches. Fingers crossed for all of our friends with international boxes and those here in the States too, because all of this is affecting this whole industry, and we love our subscription boxes, and we love getting to experience different cultures and places and support small businesses all over the place. So hopefully some changes happen, or they make, I have no idea, you guys. We're just gonna have to see how it goes and enjoy what we receive in our mailboxes. Thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate your support. Oh, let's have a secret password. Let's see. Let's have it be prawn. Why not? So when you come across the secret password in one of my videos, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that's linked for you in the description box below. Please don't put it into the comments. You have so many other things to comment about today anyway. You have to be 18 years or older. You have to have a US or Canadian mailing address. Canadians, I may have to change things up. We're just going to have to see. So just know I would love to send you mystery boxes, but we're going to have to see how things change for your good and my good. And you do have to be subscribed to my channel. Just as a reminder, it is not affiliated with YouTube or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. It is just my way of saying thank you for watching my videos. So you guys, I should do the drug commercial disclaimers, right? I can talk that fast. Basically what happens is about 5 days into the following month, I will use a random number picker to choose a few winners. I got too fancy for myself. To select a few winners to receive mystery boxes as my way of saying thank you for watching my videos. The mystery boxes are usually comprised of a bunch of the items that I get in the boxes that I pay for and the ones that I receive for review. It's just my way of saying I appreciate your support. I appreciate you letting me be myself and being honest here on this channel. And you never know. We're going to see where this channel goes too. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon in my next unboxing. Today's secret password, you just heard it. The flavor of these chips. All right.